the BTV well within Belize's territorial waters. News 5's Isani Caetano reports on this morning's incident.
Members of the Belize Territorial Volunteers and COLA have journeyed up the Sarstoon River for a second time since venturing into the somewhat hostile area on August 16th. While the group has shrunken in size considerably, the three-member team headed out early this morning in an attempt to catch BDF personnel en route to Cadenas. According to Will Mejia, they did not witness that changeover today.
Well, this morning we decided to leave real early, even earlier than last week, because we knew that last week BDF had a jump on us. They left earlier than expected. This week we wanted to make sure that they didn't leave before us, so we got up at the break of dawn and put our boats in the water and began heading towards Sarstoon. But up until almost 10, 11 o'clock, there was no sign of the BDF showing up. So we figured that they normally wouldn't go up to the river that late in the afternoon, so we turned around.
Accompanying Mejia on the pre-dawn trip was Harley Byrne, more popularly known as River Fire. He has been appointed as COLA's liaison with BTV on their weekly missions to the distant location. He shared with us by phone his observations.
When we got close to the Sarstoon Island, the Guatemalan gunboat that is normally out there, the one that ran up on the reef, that one was out there. And when we got close, they called in a second boat that came out coming towards us because we were near the shallows. So the gunboat really couldn't come and give chase to us. So they called a smaller boat out to give chase to us. And when we turned and went in the other direction, they gave up because they were coming more and more into Belizean waters.
The presence of COLA on the weekly excursions to Sarstoon Island is part of a sustained campaign to force government to build a forward operating base at the location, remove Foreign Minister Wilfred Elrington from office, and revisit all standing agreements with Guatemala.
Prime Minister seems to be misinformed as to what's going on in the country because he said on television to the public that he knows that every Tuesday there is a transfer of soldiers from Cadenas, and there was no such transfer today. The procedure that was witnessed last week with the Guatemalan Navy following the BDF up the coast and following them back out and giving chase to them was the same thing that we saw today. And so they weren't out there. They didn't come out. So the Guatemalan Navy was at the river mouth. I remind the people that the Guatemalan Navy does not have a very large force out there, about 4 boats total. The day we were out there on the 16th. And, our people need to realize that this thing is, it's up to us as the people of this country to decide whether or not we're going to give up this country and let the politicians negotiate us out of a country. We really have to get together as a people and realize that, the support of this effort is necessary, that, we can't do this on our own.
BTV, for its part, has welcomed COLA in joining the effort, but Will Mejia told News 5 that the initiative is one that all Belizeans should also support financially.
We are glad to see that COLA has taken the initiative to be a regular part of the Belize Territorial Volunteers, and according to COLA, that they'll be coming in every week, and they actually even contributed some money to the fuel that we used today. So that is definitely welcome. As you know, to make these trips, we need lots of fuel, an average of around 50 gallons of fuel per week. And for that to happen, there will be times when we will need even more than that. We are appealing to the Belizeans to donate to our fuel bill. We have an account at the Belize Bank under the name of Belize Trail Volunteers. And if people could just go there, and if it's 1 gallon of gas, the price of 1 gallon of gas, that would be welcome, because if you had 50 people doing that every week, we would be good to go.
Reporting for News 5, I am Isani Caetano.
Ray Davis is no longer the senator representing the unions. The decision was taken